Good morning, students. Uh, we are starting our first lecture of Java Web Technologies. So, in Java Web Technologies, we will start first unit, Servlet Basics, handling client request, form data, HTTP request headers. Okay. So, before understanding the concept of servlet, first we have to know what is a server-side programming. Yes, so here server-side programming concept is explained with the help of one figure. Yes, so whenever web browser is sending a request to the web server, at that time web server is forward that request to the server, and in that server one programming is done, that is server side programming. So with the help of server side programming, a server is responding to web server, for example Yahoo server. Yes, and that response is considered as a document, and web server that is responding to the web browser. Yes, so here with the help of web server, web browser is getting response. Yes, so here what is web browser? For example, we are using different kind of web browsers like Mozilla, Firefox, Chrome. Yes, so these are the considered as web browsers. So with the help of web browsers, we are fetching any document from server. Yes, so here in a web browser, for example, we uh, if we want to log in Yahoo server, yes, so it is mandatory for us to write down a username and password. After authentication of our login, we can access the document from Yahoo server. If a Yahoo server doesn't have that kind of document, then it is sending that request to particular server. Yes, so in a server side programming is done. Yes, so this is the simple concept of server side programming. Now come to the next topic, what is web? Yes, so web means web is a short form of World Wide Web, www. Yes, so it is a collection of website or web pages that is stored in a web servers and connected to the local computers through internet. We can access any kind of document from any corner of the world, uh, access easily with the help of web. So here a server that often sends a response to the browser with the help of instructions that is written in a HTML language. Yes, here one language that is common for web browser and web server. Yes, so that language is HTML language. So with the help of HTML language, request is sent to the server and server is responding to the browser with the help of HTML language. Here this is the figure of web, how a client and server is interacted with each other. Client is sending request to the server. Yes, client means what? Any user. Yes, any computer that is connected to the server. Yes, for example, server may be a Google or Yahoo. Yes, so whenever we are writing any query or in a search bar, we are writing, for example, what is operating system. Yes, so our computer is considered as a client. Yes, we are writing in a Google server. Yes, so our query is sent to the Google server. So whatever the query is sent by client, that query is considered as a request. Yes, and whenever server is responding to the client, so at that time that response is considered as a response from server to client. Yes, I am writing in a search bar what is operating system. So server is giving so many links regarding my question. Yes, so that response is giving from server to client. So this is the duty of web. Yes, web is a collection of websites. Yes, with the help of websites it is responding from client to server. Okay, so here what are the web applications? Yes, so here simple examples are given to us. Google, Facebook, Twitter, these are the examples of web applications. Yes, so web application means what? It is a website that is dynamically functional with dynamic functionality on a server. All the whatever the pages are put on particular web application, so they are dynamic, they are periodically changed. Yes, so here simple web applications examples are given to us. Okay, now come to the next topic, HTTP. What is HTTP? So here the full form of HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Yes, so here it is a protocol that is resided in an application layer. Yes, we have already known application layer, that is a top layer of OSI as well as TCP/IP model. Yes, so in application layer, hypertext transfer protocol is included in a application layer. So this protocol is helpful for interaction between client and server. Yes, there are so many protocols are useful. For example, internet protocols like SMTP, POP, yes, IMAP. These are the internet protocols. So with the help of SMTP, POP, IMAP, we can easily interact with mail applications. Here one another protocol that is useful, that is file transfer protocol. Yes, so here for sending the files, file transfer protocol is useful. But here first we have to mainly focus on HTTP protocol. Yes, so HTTP protocol is a stateless protocol. Yes, now we have to understand what is the difference between stateless protocol and stateful protocol. Stateless protocols means what? Whenever a client is sending some request to the server, yes, after that a connection is broken between client and the server. So that is stateless protocol. Yes, so whenever a client connects to the server to send us request and then it is disconnected, so that is stateless protocol. So HTTP is a stateless protocol. Now, what is stateful protocol? So stateful protocol means what? Whenever a client is sending a request to the server, so at that time server is responding to the client by accepting the request. Then client and server communication is made until a server wants to break connection with that particular client. Yes, so that is stateful protocol. So here just we have to understand what is stateless protocol. So here HTTP is stateless protocol. Yes, here one figure is given to you. Simple, a client is sending the request to the server and server is responding to the particular client with the help of HTTP protocol. Now, so many protocols. They are stateful protocols like FTP protocol, uh, telnet protocols. Yes, so these protocols are stateful protocols. Now here HTTP protocol is using um, uh, many methods like get method, head method, post method, delete method, connect method, and put method. Yes, so before that, what is the structure of HTTP protocol? Yes, so HTTP protocol, each and every protocol has its own structure. Yes, so in a HTTP protocol, here there is one column that is method columns. Yes, so in a method columns, which method you want to apply. Yes, so for that, so each and every protocol has its own message format. So, like other protocols, HTTP has its own message format. So, in a message format, there are so many fields are there in a message format, like method field, URL field, which kind of version is HTTP using, header field, what is the value of that particular header field. Yes, then entity message body field. So these kind of fields are there in a HTTP message format. Yes, so now right now we are talking about method field. So in a method field, these kind of methods are used in method fields. First one is get method. Yes, so what we have to do in a get method? So in a get method, we are request to retrieve the information from server using given URL. Yes, so whatever the information we want to retrieve from the server, so at that time we are using get method. Next one is head method. So in a head method, it is identical to get except it does not return a message body, only headers and status lines. Means whenever we are using head method, yes, so at that time in an entire message format only it does not return any message body, only headers and status lines are used when we are using head method. Now come to the next method, that is post method. Yes, so in what we have to do in a post method? So in a post method it requests for the server to accept the entity enclosed in the body of HTTP method. So the body part, whenever we are using post method, so at that time entire body for message format is retrieved. Next one is delete method. So it is a request for the server to delete the resource. If we want to delete any resource, so at that time we are using delete method. Next one is connect method. So it is reserved with a proxy that can switch to being tunnel. Yes. Now what is proxy server? Proxy means what? Whatever the resource we want to whatever the resource that we want to use in a uh, another time. Yes, for example we are using a proxy server. Yes, so proxy server means what? If one server is down, so at that time in the place of that server we are using proxy server. Yes, so here this method is reserved with a proxy that can switch to being tunnel. So for secured connection we are using connect method. Next one is put method. So it is the same as post, but it is used to create put, means whenever we want to updated our document, So whatever the extra information we are adding, or we want to change any kind of information, so at the time put method is used. In a message HTTP protocol, in HTTP protocol, generally we are using only two methods. First one is get method and the second one is post method. But here there is some difference between get method and post method. Yes. So what is the difference between get method and post method? So whenever we are using get method, so at that time name value pairs are submitted as a query string in a URL. Yes, we will see in a next example. While in a post method, the name value pairs are submitted in a message body of a request. Second difference is get method that is not secure, because the plain text, whatever the text we are writing in a URL, yes, so it shows the address bar of a browser, means all plain text that is visible to the browser, while in a post method that is very secure because the name value pairs that cannot be seen in an address bar. So that's why post method is secure. Next difference is in a get method the length of URL string is limited, while in a post method there is there is no such kind of restriction, means whether a URL may be lengthy or not. So that kind of restrictions are not there in a post method. Yes. So this is the basic difference between get method and post method. Okay. Now this is the message format. This is the HTTP message format using get method. Yes, see here we are using, this is our URL. Yes, in a URL all information of user and course, yes, so all information, simple plain text is visible in a get method, while in a post method this kind of informations are not visible. Yes, so that is the difference. Now here we are using, this is a URL. Yes, that URL we are written in a URL part. So here this is, we are using get method. Now this is a path to source on a web server. Yes, so from web server we are using, this is the source path. Yes, this is we are using this kind of parameters. पैरामीटर्स में क्या है, यूजर इज इक्वल टू अभी एंड कोर्स इज इक्वल टू जावा. नाउ वी आर यूजिंग HTTP प्रोटोकॉल. यस, सो प्रोटोकॉल का वर्जन है, तो वर्जन कौन सा है, तो HTTP/1.1. ठीक है, तो इससे पता चलता है कि HTTP प्रोटोकॉल का 1.0 वर्जन है या 1.1 वर्जन है. ठीक है, अब इसमें दूसरे भी सारे पैरामीटर्स हैं. तो ये जो फर्स्ट है, ठीक है, जो ये लाइन दैट इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ रिक्वेस्ट लाइन. यस, क्योंकि वी आर यूजिंग गेट मेथड, सो दिस इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ रिक्वेस्ट लाइन. नाउ रिमेनिंग पार्ट दैट इज रिक्वेस्ट हेडर. तो इस हेडर में क्या इंफॉर्मेशन है, तो होस्ट क्या है, तो उसका जो साइट है, ठीक है, तो वो लिखा है हमने, जैसे कि www.google.com. दैट इज होस्ट, मतलब कौन से सर्वर पे आप डॉक्यूमेंट सर्च करते हो. ठीक है, तो उस सर्वर का यहाँ पे नाम दिया है. ठीक है, तो अब नेक्स्ट है यूज़र एजेंट. ठीक है, तो यूज़र एजेंट में क्या है, तो यहाँ पे आपने कौन से ब्राउज़र का यूज़ किया है, उसका वर्जन क्या है, वो है एक्सेप्ट. एक्सेप्ट में आपका जो डॉक्यूमेंट है वो किस टाइप का होगा, तो text/XML है, HTML है, या सिंपल टेक्स्ट है, या इमेज है. ठीक है, तो इमेज में भी कौन सी, मतलब JPG है. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से है. एक्सेप्ट लैंग्वेज, मतलब कौन सी लैंग्वेज का यूज़ करते हो, तो इंग्लिश US है या सिर्फ इंग्लिश है. ठीक है, एक्सेप्ट एनकोडिंग. ठीक है, तो फाइल है, मतलब जो डेटा है. ठीक है, तो कौन से फाइल, मतलब उसके टाइप क्या है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे जिप फाइल है। कीप अलाइव, तो कीप अलाइव है तो ये भी क्या है, एक फील्ड है, ठीक है। जो HTTP मैसेज फॉर्मेट है, ये सारे HTTP मैसेज फॉर्मेट के फील्ड है, ठीक है। मैंने आपको बताया वो सारे फील्ड है। अब यहाँ पे फील्ड में नेक्स्ट है कीप अलाइव, ठीक है। मतलब 300 मिली सेकेंड्स तक ये जो डॉक्यूमेंट है वो अलाइव रहेगा, ठीक है। कनेक्शन क्या है, तो कीप अलाइव, ठीक है। तो ये क्या है, ये आपका पूरा मैसेज फॉर्मेट है, HTTP गेट रिक्वेस्ट मैसेज फॉर्मेट। मतलब जब भी कोई भी यूज़र है वो कुछ रिक्वेस्ट करता है सर्वर से, उसने गूगल जो यहाँ पे गूगल लिखा, ठीक है। तो गूगल में उसने सर्च उसको करना है, ठीक है। तो गूगल में जब वो सर्च करता है, ठीक है, तब HTTP प्रोटोकॉल का यूज़ होता है। और HTTP प्रोटोकॉल में बिहाइंड में उसका स्ट्रक्चर कैसा रहता है, ठीक है। जो HTTP प्रोटोकॉल है तो उसका फॉर्मेट कैसा है, उसमें किस टाइप के फील्ड्स होते हैं। सो these are the fields, yes, and this kind of message is sent from client to server, yes. Okay, in the next lecture we will see HTTP post message format, yes. Thank you students.